So do I have a treat for you guys today? A vintage Fender Harvard amplifier. Runs a pair of 6V6s. A local guy just acquired this thing at an estate. It was an auction, I guess, full of all kinds of vintage amps, and he walked away with this thing. So he brought it over for me to check it out, recap it, make sure it's good to go. So let's take a good look at it, and then I'll get the process underway. Well, let's first give it a good look over. You can see she's got a little bit of road wear, but man, what a cool piece. I just love that tweed material. Here's the control panel. The handle here is a little rough. I've already removed the back panel. You can see the insides of the amps, got the original caps. Some dust. Looks like the original tubes. I do not believe that speaker's original. And there is the tag. It says 1956 on it. I really don't know if that's correct, but we'll go with it. So the first thing I want to do is bring it up on a variac and just make sure there's some life. Once I've verified that power supply is operating, we're going to pull the chassis, recap it, and give her a test. So I did notice that the fuse holder is damaged, so we'll be replacing that. Bring it up on a variac here. Oh, there she goes. Pulling some current. Pretty much going to bring it up slow. I'm not going to go to maximum voltage. I just want to make sure that there's some life. The jewel's on. Good sign. Come on, give me some hum. Oh, here it is. Alright, good. That's all I needed to hear. Let's pull out the chassis and get those caps changed. Chassis pulled. I did notice there's some staining here on that tube socket. This tube's really super loose. It appears as though that's not an original socket. I'm not sure. But I was looking inside the amp and I saw down here old Bernard's name. Bernard something like Milan? M-I-L-A-N? I wonder if that was the original owner. How cool is that? So here's what we're going to do first. Caps. The power cord needs to be changed to a 3-prong. Death cap comes out, fuse holder gets changed, and we'll try to get a signal through it. So I didn't show you the top side here. It does have the original power transformer and output transformer. This thing looks pretty much 100% original. Alright, I got the new FNT filter caps installed and a negative bias cap installed. I abandoned that selenium rectifier and put a diode in its place. Next thing I need to do before I decide to power this up is change out the 7-pin socket for the 6AT6 tube. It's super nasty. It's corroded. And if you look down here, there's some goop all over it. I don't know what was going on, but I do not believe this is the original socket. So let's get that changed out and then we'll try to get a signal through this thing. Alright, let's see if we can get any sound through this thing. We've got it on a variac over here. Audio generator providing an input. I'm not going to run it at full voltage. There's about 90 volts input. There she is. Alright, so far so good. Control's a little dirty. Alright, the next thing I need to address are these input jacks. They're sprung and the owner asked me to replace them, so I'm going to put 3 new switchcraft jacks in it. The new socket for the 6AT6 is installed and it allows for a shield to be put back on it just like original. I have not checked the tubes yet. We're hoping that the tubes are savable. We'll leave them with the amp as well as the tone caps. So let's get those input jacks changed. Alright, so unfortunately most of the tubes checked pretty bad and somebody had substituted a 5AR4 in the place of the 5Y3. So I put that back to original, but I found another issue. So you hear that hum? Now watch this. Hear that? It's because somebody used an audio cable for the speaker output. That's a big no-no. So I'm going to replace that with a good quality 18 gauge dual conductor wire. So there's the new switchcraft input jacks installed, and I put on a nice new 18 gauge dual type speaker cable with an RCA plug. So we're ready to put the chassis back into the cabinet and give it a test. Alright guys, I've got Casey here to pick up the Harvard amp after the repair. So he's going to give her a spin and tell you his impression. Here we go. Alright man.
In it. Yeah. It's a bummer. It's an old early 60s Bulldog.
Yeah.
So hoping to keep that one, but that's all right.
All right. And what are you playing there, man? What's a guitar?
Oh, this got to give a shout out to Ride Charters in Caltone over at Kalamazoo. Hand-built, custom guitars. They do repairs, all kinds of great things, but great folks. They build beautiful instruments, and they can make your instruments sound even better than they did before they went in the shop. So
cool.
Got to give a shout out to these guys. Wonderful people over there.
Excellent.
This thing sounds great. It's definitely a little Bulldog. Yeah.
Yeah.
So guess now we got to put a new speaker in it. We'll have to find something for it. So. Got some natural breakup. That's what a Fender's supposed to do.
Yep. Yep.
So
yeah, she's working good, man.
No, that sounds great.
All right.
But hey, appreciate all the work.
Yep. Anytime, man. Bring me some more.
Will do.